Hey y'all, hey, me, Jill Surfield. How y'all doing today? So I'm watching Rob Markman, and he's talking about Jay Z's Jay Z's interview, which is a great interview, and and we was talking about how the stand cultures of Kendrick's fans and Drake's fans and how crazy it gets on Twitter and all the rest of that. Well, I don't on Twitter. I don't be on Facebook. I don't be on Instagram. I don't watch any of that shit. I don't see any of that shit. If I don't see it in your particular videos, what the hell? What do we want to call it? Comments. There we go. Sorry, y'all. My father passed yesterday, so I'm just hence the shades. Okay, I'm looking like I don't even know. Oh, you know what I'm looking like? That episode of Martin, when he got his ass whooped. That's how I'm looking about the eyeballs this morning. You know, rest in heaven, my daddy. Anyway, so back to this shit. So Jay Z wants to come out here now. Of all the times to come out. Now you've been quiet since 2024. You've been quiet, and I've been clocking. And you know the reason why I've been quiet clocking? Because 50 Cent put your face on a whole milk carton. You know what I'm saying? When the Diddy shit went down, and we was wondering, like, Jay-Z, where you at? Jay-Z, where you at, my nigga? We didn't know where you was. You had no comments. You canceled the Rock Nation brunch. Look, I'm out here struggling folk, okay, and I'm all up in these rich people's business. But what I'm saying is he canceled. I seen it in. He had canceled the Rock Nation brunches that year and everything like that. And and now and now after the drill culture, the drill era done came through, wiped out all of the promising artists that we had that was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the part of a generation, and then we have the next generation, correct? So a lot of my 20s and stuff was when these people was coming at, and they was young people at that time and stuff. And or the end of my 20s. Child, the beginning, I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Whatever was popping on the radio was what was popping on the radio. I may have had my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying, and had my CDs or whatever of my favorite artists. But other than that, I wasn't really clocking. It was whatever was going on at the time, on the radio and stuff. And so Jay-Z want to come out here now and talk this shit. Want to talk this, we need to be over battling, having rap battles, or having battling be a part of the culture at this particular point, because it can get real mean and nasty on the internet. On the internet. We on the internet. We on the motherfucking internet. Now, mind you, back in the day, crazy people used to just pull up. Crazy people used to just find your address and pull the fuck up. We can name how many young, just actresses, uh, even John Lennon. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that has passed away due to some stand shit, right? I'm not a stand. That's how I can pick a side, because when 2020 came about, I don't know what happened. I can't explain what happened. They put us in the house, and I ain't never been put in the house before. They put us in the house. They put us in the house and gave us nothing but time to think and be able to choose what we entertain and what we consume. As of 2020, we really had a choice of what we can consume or not consume. If there's something I don't like, I just don't watch it. If there's somebody that I can't rock with, I just don't watch them. I'm not finna talk no shit about nobody for real, but I will. Don't push me. I can talk them. I can talk my shit about whatever, about whomever, because this is my page and my channel and everything like that. So I'm gonna say what I want to say. So, um, I done kind of, got away now. So I'll make this into a video. Anyway, so Jay-Z want to come out here and tell us that we should take battling out of rap. It doesn't have a space in the culture anymore for the most part. Because there's so many negative things. Man, we lost some great artists. We lost Nip on some hater shit. You know what I'm saying? We lost Rich Homie Quan. We lost the other dude, Young Dolph, and so many others. And mind you, this is regional deaths. You know what I'm saying? All because they didn't want to go along to get along. They didn't want to put their name on the sign and on the dotted line and sign up to some bullshit. And on God, I had listened to Yo Gotti talk, right? And he was talking about how he was talking to his artist. Well, how he gets you to sign. This is how Southern niggas get you to sign. And I think even T.I. had the same kind of talking in his shit. I remember I was in North Carolina and I was getting ready to move and I needed to sell my van, and this guy reached out to me and everything like that. And I had offers. I had offers, right, coming through. And so then I had set it at a whatever I set it at, right? And so, but I had offers coming through that was, a couple $100 more, right? It was a couple dollars more. But there's something that man told me. And really, I sold my van to him, and he stuck with me that whole day for us to sign the car over and everything like that. And he was like, look, don't worry about it. I'll clean it out, blah, blah, blah. But when I was making the decision, I was like, can I call you back? He was like, if you wait too long, you're waiting wrong. I didn't I mean, yeah, at the time I thought about it at the time, but now that's just one of those things that just resonated with me and stayed with me, for these past couple years here. If you wait too long, you waiting wrong. And that is the same thing that Yo Gotti said to one of his artists that's going on some stuff that happened to somebody that was affiliated with Yo Gotti or affiliated with Yo Gotti crossed his path at one point, and he just like, I'm gonna come steal you from the industry. And if you wait too long, you're waiting wrong. If you wait for this, then it is. Oh well, but what do you have now? That's what he said. That's what he said to him. Told him a price. Told my man a price. Then sit up there and say, but how much are you making right now? You may ask for that price. But what you making now? Nothing. That'll be the one thing that people will say. Because it's like, that's real shit. Like, if you want, like, let's talk about on some real shit, on big money shit. If they wanted to, millions of dollars, right? How many of them millions is you making right now, cuz? Oh, you better sign on the line then, pimp, because you ain't making that money right now. So it was kind of like, damn, you right. Nah, I mean, what do you do? What do you do, man? I don't want to make this too long. But Jay-Z want to come out here and try to Callan Coppin. This is what I'm calling this. I'm telling this is the Colin Kaepernick Capples. cap of shit. He wants to come out here and we're beyond kneeling and nothing happens. The only thing happens is that he throws a couple black faces on the Super Bowl stage. But do you understand how much that irks the white people, his business partners, to have to even allow black folks to be the center of anything? That is chafing their ass because they feel they're superior to us all. To us all. White folks feel like they're superior. What makes them superior is the question. What makes you so superior? Okay? Y'all came from the Caucasus Mountains. What makes you so superior to us? So what I could say is, all right, well, I guess they dressed you up and taught you something, and then you came along and said, oh, we see these people living their life, doing their thing, living their way. Oh, shit, how can I get these good working people to work for me? Forever. Forever. I don't know, I kind of feel like we not aging like we used to. And I ain't working in myself into the ground for no white person. For no white person, no white person at all. And what these white folks gonna do is take care of me. My feet hurt really bad. My daddy just died. Me and my father had some. I'm suffering from the same things my father suffered from. And this whole system just started shutting down. And he didn't want to fight no more. But I can say this, the last 10, 15 years, my daddy enjoyed his life. So I have no complaints. I just wish I had more time with him. So, Jay-Z, go on, sir. Go have a sit down. We're not doing this again. You're not Colin Kaepernick and us again. We need Colin to come on that. Because Colin can come on back out now and say a little something. Because, hell no. Battling belongs where it belongs. And that's it. It's the whole culture, the whole hip-hop culture is built off the back of it. Battling. They tried the cutesy shit in the beginning. Then what? Then they wanted to thug it up. And that's what happened. And that's what they did. But I think that battling has come a long way. And we use our words now. But words can be vicious. Ooh. Words can hit you. They really can. Words can cut you deep. So I like the fact that we can use our words and express ourselves with our words. We don't have to send nobody nothing. And I wanted to say that too, since I got y'all on him. What I'm not okay with is the fact that we want to rewrite history, and or we don't want to. What did Drake do during this whole time? And did he not put money in the streets? That's what Kendrick said. He put money in the streets and it came back with no receipts. There was nothing. The only thing that you can come up with is that this man had a fight with his wife. Boy, they don't do that at. Boy, what? That's all you could come up with. And that his kid may not be his kid. That's all you got. pimping. We all dealing with something in this world, and we all got a cousin or something that came out of nowhere, and we don't know where or nowhere. Or we got a family member that came out of nowhere, and we don't know where. So let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop the bullshit. Like, this is so uncommon. Let's stop the bullshit of thinking that old men fucking with young girls is uncommon. No, the fuck it ain't uncommon. It's not uncommon. I have a family member that got impregnated by the music teacher. Make that make sense. Yay, Pontiac Northern. Wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Okay? Or the nasty ass men up in the Pontiac Central High School that was clocking on the young girls. The hall security, the curity. They supposed to be securing the premises, doing security. But no, they were securing that butt. They were securing that young girl. All the young girls. All of us. I had never been bothered by anybody in that magnitude. Not on that realm. No, mine was in the family. Yeah, that happened in the family. I didn't have to go out and find nobody. My mama didn't have to put me. Yes, she did. She put me in a bad situation where she did not have me covered in that time when she was supposed to. The other time, my grandmother had me covered, but you can't tell your cousin they can't come over, right? So let's stop acting like the shit is new. Let's stop acting like the shit is new. So much so that when I was raising my own kids, well, my daughter, my firstborn, I want her to be aware. I wanted my niece to be aware early to let us know if anybody do anything. So what I can find pride in is that the next generation will be a little less traumatized in the being left vulnerable, I guess. But what I can see is that there's a lot of the children in the next generation underneath me, they're missing fathers. Yeah, I had my daddy though, for the most part. But it's like now I can't get no answers to no questions. I just gotta let it be. So, yeah, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. For real. This shit ain't nothing new. It's just gonna die with Generation X. We will be the last generation. But we still got a problem. There's some bad people doing a lot of things to children out here. Through these adoption agencies, through these channels within states. It's a vibe, man, and I believe that it's something in the buttermilk ain't clean, y'all. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. And I don't know if people believe that one of any of their children are expendable for any amount of money. How dare you? God blesses us with these things to bring these little people to bring up. How dare you? Give them up like that. The little Celeste girl. We still waiting for David to get arrested. The fuck? Seriously? Found her body in his Tesla. And they still ain't arrested this man. What are we doing? There's a lot of shit going on, and it involves the government. A lot of stuff. To keep us quiet, or keep us to stop talking, and keep us to... No, my nigga. Just like I got these sunglasses on right now. I ain't clocking none of that shit. I'm not hearing none of that shit. I don't hear backing down. I don't hear none of that shit. My generation is built different. We built different. And I wish my mama would have gave a shit. If she would have had all the passion that my mother had, all the passion that my father had, Lord have mercy. Why couldn't they decide to use it in a better manner than being worldly and giving a shit about what the fuck people thought about them? Oh my God. And now I gotta get ready to go to a funeral. I ain't got no clothes for that shit. Dressed to the nines, they want us to. Shit. Man, I probably wear my Crocs and go buy me a new bandana or something put on. Because, you know, it's gray. It's a whole lot of gray back there. But that's neither here nor there. I hope somebody clicks on this video. I really pray they do. I need a community. I would like my own community. I enjoy being a part of the communities that I'm in. However, it's not enough. And they are way beyond my little self and my little channel. Right? I just want to find my folk. I want to find me some folk. Yeah, Jay-Z, go ahead and get on up out of here with that bullshit. We need you to come out and be honest. Don't be trying to wrangle the black folk in. And tell your white bosses and the white people that's above you, we don't care. We're not going to shut up. It ain't going to stop. Period. Period. I need my 40 and my mule. Then things can change. But until that happens, we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking. Now, closest thing you can do is shut the fucking internet off. And what will we do then? What will we do then? Then that means we got to come out. So we can rally, right? So we can have protests. And ultimately, hopefully still live, because they trying to find a way to get rid of us all, one at a time. I've been to myself for quite a while. Why is God preserving me? What makes me important to preserve? I'm going to figure it out. Y'all have a good day. Alright? Jay-Z, go on with your Basquiat bullshit. Alright? We ain't trying to hear that shit. We ain't trying to hear it. We ain't trying to hear it from one of the battling greats out here in these streets. We thank you. We thankful that it's just words. It's just words. At the end of the day, it's nothing but words. And what y'all all can do is get you some healthy and log off. Right? Okay. Y'all have a great day, though. All right. Bye.